Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Star in VR. This week's special guest is John. John, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, my name's John Stacey. I'm the marketing manager for the College of Science at the University of Lincoln.
So how did you find yourself at Lincoln then?
So I'm originally from Lincoln. It's kind of half and half. I was born in the northeast in Newcastle, moved here when I was younger, and went through the school system here. And then when I got to university age, the University of Lincoln was quite small and didn't really match what I wanted at the time. So I moved away. And then I went to Newcastle Uni actually and dropped out because it wasn't right for me.
Yeah.
And I'm not ashamed to say that. And then I travelled around for a little bit, did a few jobs, different areas, picked up a bit of experience in different things, in marketing actually, and then moved back to Lincoln to go back to uni because I had friends here who'd said that Lincoln had grown as a city. So I came back to see family and stay with family, and had seen that the university had grown by about 5 times as much. And it definitely had. There was kind of like buildings from nowhere kind of thing. So I had a look around, met my academic tutors that ended up being my academic tutors on my course. And fell in love with the uni, went back to uni and did my degree, and now they can't get rid of me. Kind of stuck here. Yeah, stuck here forever. Yeah.
So your title is College Marketing Manager, isn't it?
Yep.
So what exactly does that mean?
So it's not a traditional marketing manager role in a sense of it has kind of set parameters and set remits, but actually it's quite broad as well. It goes well beyond the remits. So I guess my main job is to recruit students. So kind of undergraduate students, so students that are looking to go to university out from sixth form or college. And also kind of looking at the postgraduate side as well, people who are graduating from other universities or our own university and trying to get them to look into our postgraduate options, but also helping with the international recruitment as well, people from around the world to come and study here. And that can be whether or not I'm running something completely myself along with different support from different departments, or I could just be involved as a support member myself with the teams that are running different things, whether that's an open day for undergraduate recruitment, a postgraduate taster day, an offer holder day, so lots of different events. Or I could be going out to schools, I could be working with the schools liaison team to make sure that they're going out and delivering the right kind of things, the right kind of messages about the University of Lincoln, and about the science areas. But there's also a lot of kind of work that we do with regards to just careers guidance and kind of quite informal guidance more than sort of telling them that they should come to the University of Lincoln. There's quite a lot of just guidance that we'll give them with regards to careers, and especially from my role, I do a lot of work with trying to get the younger generation, I suppose, into looking into STEM and science in general. So I do a lot of work looking at careers in STEM and things that they can go into.
So it's very, very broad then, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Each day is different.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. I mean, I do kind of know what's coming up because there's different peaks and troughs and different times of year where different things are happening, but often it does keep me on my toes a bit with what's coming up next, so yeah, it's good.
So how does your role affect the current students of Lincoln now?
Yeah, so I've over the years it's kind of actually become more involved with current students in a sense of I kind of look after the student ambassador scheme within the schools within the College of Science. So I kind of engage with the schools to see if anybody wants to get involved in becoming a school ambassador, and that's obviously doing the kinds of things I was talking about within my role, but actually from a student level. We find that research finds that actually the people who are wanting to find out about university would prefer to find out about the students studying at that university rather than just me stood up in front of them telling them about it. So the students are really great and important in that role. So yeah, I'm kind of quite heavily involved in sort of training, developing the students in that respect. So I do get build up relationships with students quite a lot in that respect. I'm also kind of more involved than I used to be, and definitely wanting to help in doing so with regards to getting the opportunities out there to students. So extracurricular stuff, not just the school ambassador scheme, but if there's something that's happening that's a good research project, or if there's something involving an external partnership with an industry partner that we can sort of work with and get some experience, they can get some volunteer work, or they can even get paid for things. I'm quite happy to sort of try and help promote that to our current students. And I think from a social media perspective as well, a lot of our work's digital now, and a lot of our work within marketing is social media based. And what we find is that actually quite a lot of our current students follow our platforms on social media. So our messages that we put out there aren't just student recruitment messages, they're actually also this is going on messages for our current students to know what's happening across the campus. And I think that works really well. We get really good feedback from our current students that it was really good that we got that out there so that they could go along to a lecture or something, you know, a public lecture that's on. So yeah, it's quite rewarding with regards to working with our current students, and you sort of see the transition and the growth of students with the work that I do. So it's good.
Brilliant. So have you had any major successes then, you would say?
Yeah, I think I've been doing this role about 5 years now, and actually I think just in general the actual growth of the college is huge, and I think that whilst it's not completely my responsibility because I work with a lot of different areas and I have a team and network of people who work with me in all the different schools with regards to academics and students, it is nice to see that the work that I've done has worked in that respect, or the work that I've come up with or been part of has worked. So yeah, when I came in there was 3 schools in the College of Science, and now there's 7 schools, plus we work more heavily with our Whole Beach campus, so the National Centre of Food Manufacturing, and obviously I'm helping in supporting of the growth of the new medical school that we've got. So I guess the biggest success is seeing the growth of it and seeing how big it's become. But in that becomes the challenge of being involved in lots of different things.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is that kind of mixture of emotions with it all. But it's definitely good to look around and see the growth that we've got with the new buildings and all the new facilities. And that's, you know, intrinsic with the fact that there's lots more students here. We wouldn't have all these new buildings if it wasn't for the new students that were coming in. And there's a small part of me that thinks that's kind of my doing, having the new students come. So yeah, that would be my biggest success, I think.
So what do you think is the best thing about living and working in Lincoln then?
I think there's lots of great things about living and working in Lincoln. I think the university is a modern university, and we adapt quite a lot. We change and we move with the times. And I think that's the best thing about working in the university, but also we're linked in with the community quite a lot. And I think it's quite a community-based university. So I think that's also quite rewarding and quite interesting to be involved in. And I think living in Lincoln, there's just... it's a really small, safe, quiet city, but at the same time quite vibrant when it needs to be and wants to be for the right reasons. So I think that there's a lot of growth, there's a lot of things happening, there's a lot of great things on all the time, but it's not too much, it's not too stifling, and it's a safe city for young people and for the older generation. I mean, just from my perspective of I guess my personal life, you know, we've got a baby on the way. I've got obviously got a young family, only recently married, and I think that there's cities that I've lived in that are too full on, too big, too happening, too much going on, where it could be quite frightening, high crime levels, all that kind of thing. I think Lincoln's a lovely, safe place to really enjoy your life. And it's close to everything that you'd want anyway. So even if it's not in the city, you've got stuff on your doorstep to get involved with.
So how do you think your lap went then?
Yeah, I thought it went well. I think the first couple of practices showed me that I was probably going to crash quite a bit. So I got past that and I managed to get through the lap without crashing. I thought I could have been a bit quicker. I thought I could put my foot down a bit more. And I felt like I was just getting into the swing of it, so maybe would have liked another go, but obviously it's unfair to just keep playing and playing and playing until you get a really good lap. And all I'm really bothered about is that I've beat Sam Cave. Hopefully I will beat him because his lap looked terrible, to be honest. But if I have
frankly.
Yeah, if I have beat him, great, because I wouldn't be able to live with him lording it up over me. But if I haven't, then, you know, each to their own. Well done, Sam. But I don't think I have. I think I've definitely beaten him.
Well, let's have a look then. There you go, you've got a legal little set off there. So
nice. Had a little bit of a judder left and right, but caught it on because I was revving it up, going for it.
Ready for it.
Felt like I could have done more with the revving actually, but didn't want to break the car.
No. How do you think it looked then? Because obviously it looks quite realistic, doesn't it, when you're in VR?
It's really realistic. Like, it's scary. Like, I genuinely, it sounds really stupid, but I genuinely felt like I was driving at some point. Like, it was.
So when you crash, you're like, ah!
Yeah, you do. There's a lot to take in, and I think you need to get maybe used to it before you get really into it. But it's so real from looking through the windscreen, if that makes sense.
Yeah, like even the grass and stuff, it moves, doesn't it, when you crash? So it's like, oh. And you feel it, don't you?
And I think the whole sort of steering wheel, and it moves with you moving. It's like you kind of forget that you're in the VR, you're in the chair because you can just see it all in front of you. It's quite cool.
And now you're driving a real Porsche 911.
Oh yeah, it totally feels great. Yeah.
Pro driver.
Could have done a lot better there. I think I could have put more pace on that corner, maybe. Don't know.
I love how you got it basically perfectly, and you're still just like, oh, I could have done better.
Not happy. Always can be better. Can always look on the negatives as a positive. See, that's so slow. My granny could have drove faster over there.
It wasn't your finest
She's
time,
dead as well, so she would have probably drove faster from that.
Oh my gosh.
This is the bit that, this is the bit I definitely could have.
No, I think that was pretty much perfect. I think you hit into like the little bit of the side there, like not the side, but obviously, yeah.
I don't know. Lewis Hamilton would probably disagree with me on that.
Oh, I don't know. He hasn't done it in VR though. I don't think.
That's a good corner. I like that one. Oh no, he lost it.
You kind of drift off.
I thought I was going in the pits, and then I wish I had a longer straight.
So where do you think you've placed on our board?
I'd like to think above here. No, I think I did okay.
Do you reckon you've stolen the top spot?
I don't think it was quick enough, but I want to believe in myself.
Yeah, have
faith.
faith.
Yeah, I think. No, I don't think I did. I have no belief in myself. But no, I think I did all right. Yeah.
Well, I can tell you that you've done it in 1 minute, so you're above Sam for definite.
Yes.
50 seconds, that means you're below Ben. And 073, so you've snatched our number 2 place.
Oh, snatched it off Sam. Yes.
Absolute snatched.